well, we're getting back at it here. Balmy day here in central Iowa. It's a whopping 74 degrees. Sun's not really out, humidity's down. It actually feels pretty darn cool, right, bud? He doesn't care. But yeah, nice day. Today, we're gonna talk about this girl, but I need to pull it. I'm gonna pull it over on the north side of the barn. It's just a little bit breezy out here. Right now, not too bad, but I'm afraid I'm gonna pick up some wind noise. So I'm gonna pull it over on the other side of the barn in just a minute. All right, now that I got things situated, let's jump in this girl. She fires right up. We'll pull over there on the north side of the barn and I will tell you what I can about this truck. Did a little quick update on this thing last night, if you saw that. But it does fire right up. And yes, it is a diesel. One moment, please. So we'll get this girl moved around to the other side of the barn. She is a little loud because the exhaust has been cut off. I'll show you that here in a minute. We'll just pull her over here so we're out of the wind, or somewhat out of the wind. Might still pick up a little wind noise, but shouldn't be too bad. Alrighty. Probably still going to get a little bit of wind noise, but here it is. This is a 1990. It's a 3/4 ton, not a dually, but 3/4 ton crew cab. And honestly, I can't remember seeing one of these before. I'm not saying it's a rare truck by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't remember seeing many of these on the road. It does have a Dana 60 front end, and I think there's been, if I get underneath here, I think there's been a little bit of front end work done on this. So I'll tell you, this thing drives down the road straight as an arrow. It really drives down the road good. It shifts good, doesn't look good, but that's just all cosmetic. It does have four. This is a nice touch here. May just have to leave this. Yeah, I don't think so. It does have four new. Does have four rust-free doors in the back. They're not totally rust-free because there's some a little bit here on the edges and stuff. I don't think that's a big deal. I think we can fix that up. Some there, some here. The rock guard on the front of it. Is dented a little bit right there, and there's a new one of those in the back. Not sure how soon I can get started on this truck. It's going to need two new front fenders. The bed is in bad shape. Well, anything's fixable, but I'm not so sure this is worth trying to save, because there's also some holes, pretty good holes in the bed. I mean, I've fixed things like that before. I'm not sure what all is underneath. Not sure what all's underneath those doors. Looks like there's some more holes. Looks like there'll be a lot of patchwork to be done on here, so I think either a whole new bed or possibly a flat bed. Haven't got that far yet. Tailgate's not in too bad a shape. It's not all bowed out. Well, it is just a little bit, but not all bowed out like some of them that you see. Not all rusted out. But as far as saving this bed, I don't know. It'd take a lot of work. I mean, the bed on my green truck wasn't in very good shape. This side's in better shape than the other. But, yeah. I'm thinking the bed probably going to have to be replaced on this truck if we're going to try to restore this thing. But yeah, she's a little rusty crusty. Actually, the frame on it looks pretty good. I'll show you that here in just a second. But yeah, the doors definitely need replaced, but I've got those. The rockers, not terrible. I think this down in here I think is okay. Might need to replace this up in here, this back here, not sure. Get grinding away on that stuff, might be able to save it. I kind of doubt it. And not sure on the back here. Really haven't looked this truck over a heck of a lot. Yeah, we got a little rusty crusty there. That might be able to be saved. Gonna need new cab corners. I mean, they're actually halfway solid, but there are some holes back in here. So new cab corners would be in order. But the bed is the worst part. Interior's really not too bad. I mean, back seat and everything. Hey, there's some coinage on the floor. But yeah, the back seat's in pretty good shape, needs cleaned up. But really not bad. Headliner's in pretty decent shape. Interior's really not too bad. Driver's seat, it's worn out. So not sure what I'll do with that. May just get a seat cover or something for it. Not looking for a full restoration on this thing, but I'd like to make it look a heck of a lot better than it does now. And I'm just picturing this truck all redone. Maybe if you could put like maybe a 4-inch lift on it, I think that'd look pretty sharp. These down here, actually this truck, well, okay, this truck, before I get going any farther on, this truck was donated to the channel from a guy, and I'm sorry I don't remember his name off the top of my head. He drove this thing 3.5 hours down from northeast Iowa and donated it to the channel. Just gave it to me. He wanted to see it redone, and so he got a new truck and donated this old girl. It was his daily driver for a couple of years. Never had any trouble with it. Like I was saying, as far as the frame goes, I think it's in pretty decent shape. I can get under here. I mean, okay, up there it looks a little rusty crusty, but if you remember my green truck, it looked kind of that way too. Back here, it actually looks like maybe it's been sprayed with something. And the frames on these trucks are a little thicker than, say, a 1/2 ton. So I think take a needle scaler to that, you can clean that up pretty decent. Not sure what it looks like under. Yeah, we got some issues going on here. Yeah, she needs some work. These here were, it had, you know, side tubes, like Nerf bars on it. I guess they rusted out, and he got to work and took a Sawzall and just cut them off. But like I said, I've got the doors, so we'll need some rockers, cab corners, 2 new front fenders. I don't know if I'd be able to find, I doubt if I could find those in the salvage yard. Probably use aftermarket fenders. Grill looks like it's in good shape. Like I said, got a new one of these, the rock guard. So 2 front fenders. Can't remember the hood. We opened it up. We'll take a look at this. It does have the 7.3. I may have to use 2 hands here. It does have the 7.3 IDI diesel. I don't know a lot about these engines, but I don't believe there's anything mechanically wrong with it. Air conditioner isn't hooked up or anything. I don't know if it would work if I did hook it up. Might. I'm pretty good with doing the air conditioning stuff, so I don't know. That's not of high importance right now, but as far as mileage, we aren't 100% sure. He bought it, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 years ago, and it's either got just over 200,000 or just over 300,000. I would probably guess just over 300,000 the way it looks, but heck, you never know. This is an Iowa truck. Yeah, they can rust out pretty bad. Jesse, what are you checking it out, Jess? It does have Dana 60 kingpin for the front axle. But yeah, I had a couple people that saw this on quick little updates, and they pretty much hit it right on the head. 1990 7.3 diesel crew cab, and no, it's not a dually, but I think it could be a pretty sharp truck. Get it all fixed up. Just don't know what I can do with it right now with everything else I've got going on in my life. Well, I'm not getting into all that, but what I could do, these doors, these two doors have got bed liner on the bottom of them, and I'm not sure how easy that is to get off, so may just end up bed lining the whole bottom of the truck, kind of like what I did with my green truck, except instead of black I would probably match the color. Well, not that color, but probably go redo the blue on it, just because it's a heck of a lot easier than trying to change everything like I did on the Bronco with changing all of this. Just a lot easier. But overall, pretty decent truck. I don't think there's really anything up here. Yeah, I might need just a little bit of work there, but that's not a big deal. No big deal there. Yeah, kind of the same thing going on up here, but it'd be a pretty easy fix. But yeah, she's seen better days, but she has a lot of potential to her. Does need a new core support. It's all rusted out down there, which doesn't surprise me. But I guess you can get those now. It was so you couldn't find those, but I think LMC Truck actually has those now. So yeah, that's always fun to do. Looks like the rear shocks haven't been replaced in quite some time. But I gotta tell you, this truck, I was amazed. I haven't driven it much. I drove it to, there's a town off over that way, about 7 or 8 miles. I've driven it there twice, and gosh, this thing drives down the road. Just drives down the road perfect. Just straight as an arrow. Drives down the road a heck of a lot better than it looks. I was really amazed. The exhaust on it, like I said, it's just been cut off. But everything really doesn't look too bad. Hi, Jess. So I don't know. I told him, I said, I just don't have any idea how soon I can get started on this truck. He said that's fine. I do have a title to it. He said the only stipulation he would like is if I just absolutely don't do anything with it, he'd like to get it back. If I do redo it and decide to sell it, he'd like to have first grab at it if I decide to sell it. But could be a fun little project here. It's going to take a lot of work, but I'd much rather work on a truck than like that Bronco. That Bronco just fought me every step of the way. This is just all cosmetic. Get this all fixed up, and you get some new doors on this. Probably go with a flatbed of some kind on the back if I can get that worked out. Unless I come across a decent bed at a decent price, but those are far and few between around here. But hey, at least the windshield isn't cracked like on the green truck. Him and I have been in talks about getting this truck for several months, and he said it'd been sitting for about 3 months before he brought it down here. He went out, just fired right up. Gotta wait for the glow plugs. but she just starts right up, purrs like a kitten. One belt down there looks like she might be a little loose. But anyway, I think this could be one heck of a project truck. Take a lot of work, but yet I don't think it'd take near as much as the Bronco. That Bronco just fought me every step of the way. Not sure what the floor. Feels like we might have a little floor rot underneath there, but heck, I'm pretty sure we do. But really, that's not too hard to fix. You just got to patch them up a little bit. That's not too hard to fix. I can get underneath. Yeah, get underneath here. Looks like we might have a little bit of rot going on under here, but I can patch that up. And he said it does leak a little bit of oil, but it's my understanding that is not uncommon at all for these 7.3 IDI trucks. I mean, she ain't new. But really, I'm not sure how good you can see, but really the rocker, it's not all rotted through. Yeah, it might be back here in the back just a little bit. But really underneath here, at least for an Iowa truck, doesn't look too bad. He did say the four-wheel drive works fine. The hubs are, they turn free. So really, I think overall everything mechanically, as far as I know, is decent on it. It's just cosmetic. And is it ever cosmetic? I'm not sure what the rockers look like on this side. Yeah, about the same. Gonna need to be replaced from here on back, cab corner. This door is really sticky. Not sure what the front one looks like. Front one is not too bad. I think it could probably be saved. What the floor's like. Yeah, it feels like it might be the same. Yeah, this rocker, I don't know how good you can see. This rocker looks pretty solid underneath here. Yeah, we've got some floor rot here. That's not a big deal. We can fix that up. So yeah, nice little project here. But like I said, I just don't know how soon I'll be able to get going on this thing. I was thinking I could get to work on the doors. Could get them torn down, sanded down. I do have primer, so I could get them primed and ready for paint. Same with the rock guard, and at least have that done. And I know some of you are probably like, that truck looks like a total mess. Take it to the junkyard. Well, I don't think so. And I know it's getting a little dark in here. I've got several light bulbs that have decided to give up. So the lighting in here is not what it used to be. I got to get some new bulbs. I just thought I'd show you. Some people have seen these, some haven't, but but that truck there, she didn't look so good. Well, it was 5, 6, 7 years ago. And this darn light keeps flashing, so I'll try to get it out of the light a little bit here. But I mean, this is how the green truck was when I started on it. Maybe not quite as bad as that one, but I had to replace part of the rockers on this. I did just patch in on the bed side. I didn't put a new bed on it or anything. I mean, look at all this. But it's just cosmetic. Big deal. You put a new fender on it, and you know, good as new. Well, maybe not quite as good as new. You know what I mean. But yeah, it didn't look too good either. I mean, look at the hole in the side of it. She was in bad shape. I got her all fixed up. And now look at her. And I can do the same thing to that truck. It's just going to take a little time, a little money. And right now, I just can't be putting a lot of money into anything. May have to spend some money on, well, frankly, on divorce and just a lot of expenses now that I didn't have before. So we'll make it work, guys. We'll make it work. And if you want to check out a guy with a bunch of other projects, check out Zane over at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. He's always got something going on. I'm just going to link his channel down below. You can go check him out. If you like what you see over there, hit that subscribe button. Also, check out James over at Central Oregon Shenanigans. He just moved into a new place, nice new shop. He's even got air conditioning in his shop, jerk. But he's slowly getting going over there, but check out his new shop anyway. It's pretty cool, and he's going to be having some videos coming out as well. I'll link his channel down below. And just real quick, if you are interested in a channel sticker, Fox Shop channel sticker, or any kind of a hoodie, t-shirt, sweatshirt, all kinds of stuff, that'll be linked down below as well. I think there's also a banner at the bottom of all my videos that'll take you to where you can get that kind of stuff if you're interested. But yeah, we'll take a walk back out here and take a look at this truck one more time. I really think it could be, I mean, you got to picture it. And, you know, the brick nose was never one of my favorite trucks. When they first came out, I thought it was the ugliest truck Ford ever made. I just hated the brick nose. But I don't know, over the years, especially the last 2 or 3 years, it's kind of grown on me. I don't know why. So I'm not totally against it, and I'm not going to swap the front end for an arrow nose. It'll stay the way it is. But you got to picture this thing as being all fixed up, looking like new. Maybe a 4-inch, maybe a 6-inch. Get some fancy wheels and big tires on it. I think this would be a sharp truck. And like I said, it drives down the road just, boy, it drives down the road good. Shifts good. I did notice if you get on it, it shifts a little hard every once in a while. And I don't know if that's just how they are or not. I don't know the axle ratio in this. I'm not even sure it has a door sticker. It does. Let me go look that up and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so I looked that up. It looks like it's got 355 gears in it. So I thought it might have 410, but no, 355. And I'm not sure what else. I'll show the window sticker, or not the window sticker, the door sticker again, if there's anything else you want to know on that. So anyway, guys, that's what it is. And like I said, I don't know a lot about these engines. I was talking to James from Central Oregon Shenanigans. Sounds like he does. So if I do have some issues, he can probably help me through that a little bit. But as far as I know, no mechanical problems with it. Like I said, the guy drove it down here in 3.5 hours and drove it for the last 2 years as his daily. So I don't think there's any major problems with it. Just a lot of cosmetic issues, but that can be fixed. I think it'd be a pretty darn sharp truck when it's all done. So we'll see what happens here. I'm just not sure how soon I can get going on this, but maybe I can start doing something on it and make some videos on it. Right, bud? As far as the Bronco goes, I think I had a couple people asking about that. I thought I mentioned that in a quick update video, but Here's the Bronco. She's sitting here. She's actually ready to be painted. Whoa. Actually ready to be painted. But this was my wife's deal. She was supposed to be buying the supplies and everything for it, and I was doing the work, and it was going to be her Bronco. And well, if you've been following along, you know that she decided to leave, and I'm not putting any money into it. It wasn't my deal. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Maybe we can work something out, at least get it painted. Thought about painting it and selling it as, you know, like an 80% done project truck. It does need a new windshield. It's pretty much shot. It's all cracked up, and it definitely needs replaced. Interior needs put back in. But it is ready to be painted. Have to be cleaned up a little bit. But that's what's going on with the Bronco right now. Look out, guys. Look out. Look. As of right now, it's dead in the water, which is kind of sad, but that's, you know, that's life. That's how it goes. So that's what's going on with the Bronco. So tell me what you think about the new project truck, guys. I think it could be a pretty sharp looking truck once you get the cosmetics taken care of. And different. You don't see very many of these. Good grief. You don't see too many of these driving down the road. I don't know if I've ever seen I'm trying to make a video here, guys. I don't know if I've ever seen a crew cab brick nose, at least around here. Just don't see them. So tell me what you think. What is up with you guys? Get her, bud. Get her, bud. Yeah, Buddy's doing a little bit better. Just a little bit. So drop down in the comments what you think about the new project truck. I think it'll be pretty cool. Need to get going on it, but just not sure exactly how soon I can do that. But I think it'd be a fun project to do, and a lot easier than that Bronco. I'd much rather do a pickup than the Bronco. So that's where we're at with that. If you want to know any more about the truck that I didn't cover or whatever, drop it down in the comments. Also make sure to check out Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, Zane over there, and also James over at Central Oregon Shenanigans. I'll drop a link for both their channels down below. Also a link for any merchandise if you're interested in that at all. Other than that, if you would, give this video a big old thumbs up. Comments go down below. Hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. That way you always know when I upload a video. And we'll catch you next time, guys. Bye-bye.